Okay, so evening guys, welcome to another episode of the Bearded Berserker with me, Matt, and I hope you've had a fantastic Christmas out there. I hope you've all had a safe, fun time, enjoyed yourselves with family, and whatever you've been up to. I've eaten far too much and I really need to go on a serious fitness regime this year, sort myself out, but it's been a good one and it's nice to be back with another review. So thank you to each and every one of you that has subscribed, watched and commented and liked any of my videos that I'm doing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because what I'm trying to do is to show you guys that there is an alternative out there to shelling out money into massive companies, businesses, and there are alternatives in these little companies, little tiny businesses and individual and craftsmen that are making some amazing products out there. Because when I first started doing reviews and beard reviews and everything, first port of call I thought, contact the big companies, see if they got products that they'd like me to review and have a look at. To be honest, I wasn't getting hardly any replies. I did get a couple of really quite savage, nasty replies, to be honest. And so since then, it's been like, well, screw them, because they've got thousands, if not millions of pounds that they can shell into promoting and marketing their products. And these little companies don't have that. It's basically word of mouth and really working their butts off in order to try and get their products out there. And I have noticed as well that rather than just relying on their big names to sell their products and everything, these little tiny companies and individuals and craftsmen and small businesses are putting so much time, effort, care, energy and love into their products that they're making and producing, and their customer service is absolutely second to none, and they're constantly talking backwards and forwards with me. And so it's nice to kind of promote them and show that there is an alternative out there. And in my opinion, not in all cases with big companies, I'm not saying that with every single one, but with these little guys, there's some stunning stuff out there and we need to support them. Otherwise, what's the point in them doing it? And they're not going to get anywhere. So we need to kind of help and nurture and let these guys grow. And so that's what I'm doing here. So a couple of days ago, I got a package through from a brewing company in London called Leopard Brewing, who make craft beers. They've just started and they've sent through 3 of their craft beers for me to have a look at. I have obviously done alcohol reviews before, the moonshine and stuff like that, and the first beer one that I've done. So as with all my videos, what we're going to do is have a look at the packaging, going to have a look at the actual beer themselves, going to taste test them, give you a rundown on it, see what I think about it. Because with all these reviews that I am doing, I'm completely unbiased. I'm not affiliated to any of the companies whatsoever. It's all my own opinion. And that's a cool thing. We're all entitled to our own opinions nowadays. So stuff that I might love, you might absolutely hate, and vice versa and everything. So it's all subjective. And it's the cool thing about having an opinion. So they sent through 3 beers to have a look at. As with all the videos, I will put links to their websites and social media in the description down below. So please go check them out afterwards. They're on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as well. Viking Beard Matters here. So we shall get started. So the first one that they sent through, I haven't tried these or opened them or anything yet. This is literally as they were sent through. This one is called Savage Scene, and the first thing I've noticed with the beers that they're producing is the artwork on them. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up. It's absolutely mind-blowing and stunning. And these are stuck on labels at the moment because it is a craft beer and it is unpasteurized as well. So there you go, and ingredients and everything else down there. But the artwork on them, we'll go through the artwork of each one. But that is the Savage Scene that they sent through. The second one that they sent through, excuse me reaching across, is called Chunk of Change. Yeah, palm with some change on it. I'm not sure who does the artwork on this, but it's done an absolutely phenomenal job. And I do like the way they look. They really stand out, nice and bold. And personally, my favourite one, design work that they have sent through, is called Distant Cousin of a Moo Moo Cat. And hopefully the light's not shining too bright that you can pick that up. Distant Cousin of a Moo Moo Cat. The design work on that is absolutely spectacular. I love it. It's brilliant stuff. And so there you go. Now each one of these is different alcohol percentages, which we'll go through each one with testing. Like I say, I haven't even tried these yet because I wanted to wait and do this all properly together and give you my genuine opinion as I'm trying them. So the first one we're going to look at is called Savage Scene, which is this one, which it looks quite a savage scene to me. Dun, dun, dun. Like I say, this is a UK London based craft brewing company, and this one is 4.9, well you can probably see that there, alcohol 4.9. And I do like beers. I'm not overly keen on lagers because lagers to me just tend to be a bit sort of gassy and wishy-washy. So pour a little out. There you go. That's what it looks like. Nice golden colour. And this is a 4.9%. It doesn't look ridiculously fizzy because fizzy stuff's all right in summer, but I prefer that sort of almost bordering on a flat sort of fizz to carbonation to it. And so this is allegedly citrusy, tropical and hoppy. On their website there are all lists and ingredients into the hops that they're using and everything else. So let's have a smell. Definitely smells, almost get mango from the scent of that. It's first thing, kind of definitely citrusy, mango-y sort of scent to it. Can smell the hops as well. Damn, that has got a tropical twang to that. That is really nice. I actually really like that. Mm. 4.9%. It's quite an easy beer, quite a relaxed one. That would be very nice during the summer months. Like I say, it definitely has a real tropical, mango-y sort of taste to that you can taste coming through it. Nice and hoppy, quite a robust beer as well. But that is very nice. That is the Savage Scene, which is the 4.2. Sorry, 4.9 this one is. Savage Scene. Second one we have is this one, the Chunk of Change, which is a 4.2, which is a session IPA. Allegedly with this one, it's citrus, earthy undertones and aromas of grapefruit, papaya, apple, pine and herbs. Sounds an interesting combination. So without throwing it all over myself, dun dun dun, pour a little bit in there. Let's have a look at, just let it settle for a second. Same sort of coloration as the Savage Scene. So they're not dark beer, dark ales and sort of bitters. This is very nice. Let's have a smell. This one is even more citrusy scented than the other one. When they say citrus notes in the description, I was kind of like, really? Is that going to be nice? Is it going to be almost like a mixer sort of beer, if you know what I mean? You get some of these lagers now during the summer months that are putting lemon and lime and stuff like that. This is actually really well blended and brewed. Smelling pineapple and mango in this one. Apple, not so much apple. Herbs, pine, possibility of, but it's, I wouldn't say the citrus is overpowering or any way. It kind of lifts it up because you know how some beers can be quite heavy, sort of dense, that sort of thing. This kind of balances it out and it's got a sharpness, and it definitely does have a tropically, it's definitely got a papaya, grapefruit, not necessarily, but I am picking up again mango from this one, sort of mango-y, papaya, tropical scent to it. 4.2, the lower volume out of the three of them. This is a really, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a stunning summer beer. If you haven't tried Rock Leopard, I would certainly give this one a go. This by far, out of the Savage Scene, the Chunk of Change is absolutely sublime. It's not ridiculously carbonated. It's what you would expect of a craft beer. It smells beautiful, but definitely got that citrus kick to it. I really like that one. And that one I just tried is the Chunk of Change, which so far is my favourite out of the three. And then we come on to this one, the Distant Cousin of a Moo Moo Cat. Now this one is the strongest one of the three. This is 6.2, and this basically is pronounced aromas of lemon, mango, pine, herbal, stone fruits, with slight hints of floral and citrus, and it has, excuse me, a clean finish to it. So 6.2, this is the strongest one of the three. Let's pour a little out, have a look. Just wait for the head to settle down. I'm surprised at how good these are actually. I do like my craft beers and I've tried quite a lot. Haven't reviewed any yet. This is the first lot that I've reviewed, but out of the brands that I have tried just purely as a drinking, want to go out and during the summer months and everything, this is really stunning stuff. This one again, they've all kind of got the same sort of scent to it, that sort of tropical twang to it. And I wouldn't say they taste ridiculously tropical or anything. Just got very slight notes of kind of hints of tropical coming through on it. 6.2. This one's a lot richer tasting, this one, as I know it possibly would be with the 6.2 percentage on it. And it's got a very well-rounded, rich taste to it. There are loads of different flavours coming through on this one. Loads of them. Definitely getting that tropical sort of twang and scent coming through. Mango, definitely getting a little hint of the pine through. More on this one than I was on the Chunk of Change. Definitely stone fruits. Almost takes some peach in there. There is almost like a hint of peachy, apricot-y sort of taste to it. It's definitely got citrus, twang, like I keep saying. Lemon, not so much. They all do smell very similar, but the taste between them are sort of like miles apart, if you know what I mean. So putting these in order that I prefer them, in joint 2, or joint first place, would be the Chunk of Change and the Distant Cousin of a Moo Moo Cat. They would kind of be the Distant Cousin of a Moo Moo Cat, that would be for me more of a wintry drink. The Chunk of Change would definitely be beer garden, summer sort of months. Absolutely stunning stuff. They're all absolutely phenomenal, but those two are my favourite. And then you've got the Savage Scene, which would kind of be in my second place. It's kind of got less to it as in flavour wise. It's still there, still citrusy, tropical, and it's got that sort of hoppy taste to it. They all have, because they've all got hops in, obviously, because it's beer, but it's slightly more pronounced, the hops in this one. This is quite nice, but the other two beers have got a lot going through them and everything. Absolutely stunning stuff. The artwork on them, let's say, Savage Scene, Distant Cousin of a Moo Moo Cat, and also, excuse me, without knocking stuff over, the Chunk of Change. The design, whoever's designed them, absolutely stunning work, and it's nice to have a product that kind of stands out and everything. And they're just so well made. So again, in order of my favourites, this is in second place, which is the Savage Scene. My two favourite ones out of the three, even though they're all spectacular, is the distant cousin of a Moo Moo Cat and your chunk of change. So the alcohol contents once again of these, you've got distant cousin of a Moo Moo Cat 6.2%, you've got the chunk of change which is 4.2%, and the first one, Savage Scene, which is 4.9%. And pricing on these, averaging retail anywhere between £4.25 to £4.80, depending on where you go to get them. They are a fairly new business and everything's starting out. And the flavours in those are absolutely phenomenal. And I would highly recommend, if you like or love your craft beers, then you're going to really love these. And I'll be very interested to hear other people's opinions that have tried it in the comment sections below. So if you have tried it, let me know what you think, because I think the last two, the Chunk of Change and the distant cousin of Moo Moo Cat, absolutely stunning. Love them to pieces. And thank you so much, Rock Leopard Brewing, for sending those through. That is absolutely, they are beautiful and so well crafted and absolutely stunning. If I was to score them out of 20, clear 20 out of 20 for those, because they're just so well made. And thank you. So thank you guys for watching another one of my reviews. This one, Rock Leopard Brewing Company. Like I said, I will put links down below in the description to their social media and their website. So please go check them out. I would highly recommend it. Thank you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode or next review that I do on the Bearded Berserker. So keep on taking care of each other. Keep on loving each other. Keep on growing those beards. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a great evening, guys. Take care. Thank you for your time. Have a good one.